Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving my top skincare product recommendations for 2020, and I'm also going to be giving my general skincare tips that I think really make a difference to skin and I think you should try if you're not already. Where I can, I'm going to be referring to scientific evidence because I think it's important that we have at least some scientific basis behind the products that we're using, just so we know that the products, or at least the active ingredients in the products, are not just glorified water and that they actually do something and can actually change and improve our skin. So I'm going to go through each step of a skincare routine and give my top recommendation for each product. So that'll be a cleanser, a toner, serum, moisturizer, sun cream and an oil. I do not have a favorite eye cream, so if anyone wants to recommend me a good one, just let me know. I'm also going to be giving my top do's and don'ts of skincare to help those of you who are interested. Cleansing is a very important step of your skincare routine. Firstly, a lot of people use cleansers which are far too harsh, and I'm sure a lot of you know already, but the pH of our skin is about 4.5 to 5.5. At this pH, our skin is really happy and the enzymes working in our skin are happy as well. Also, the bacteria P. acnes, which causes acne, has a reduced growth at pHs of under 6. So really, if we keep our skin at its normal pH, we are doing a good job. Now, the problem is that a lot of cleansers have very high pHs. So really, as soon as the pH of our skin is lifted upwards by an alkaline cleanser, you'll be promoting the growth of acne, you'll be promoting more transepidermal water loss, you'll be messing up all the enzymes in the skin and just messing up the skin full stop. So that means that the squeaky clean feeling you get after using some cleansers is not necessarily a good sign, and it could be a sign that you really just stripped everything off of your skin. One interesting study I read tested different cleansers on people with acne. So they gave some of them an alkaline soap and the others an acidic cleanser. And what they found was that after 4 weeks, those using an acidic cleanser had fewer inflammatory lesions or acne compared to those who were using the alkaline soap. So really, this is just evidence that using an alkaline cleanser is not good for our skin, particularly if you already have skin conditions like acne. So for me, my favorite cleanser at the moment is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. It has a pH of about 5.5, so it's perfect for the skin. It is extremely gentle and does not strip your face. You can use it to remove makeup, you can just use it as a cleanser. It has a gel-like consistency, it does not foam up too much, but it does cleanse my face well. I do have slightly oily skin and this is a gentle cleanser, but it still cleanses my skin well. So I would still recommend this for those of you with oily skin, as well as those of you with dry skin. It is so gentle that I can actually just rub this over my eyes and it doesn't sting whatsoever. I mean, I wouldn't recommend you start putting it into your eyes, but it's a really good cleanser. Another really good tip which I've learned over the last year is that you might be scrubbing your face too hard. When I watch back some of the videos where I've been applying skincare, I notice how hard I'm rubbing my face with my cleanser, and you might not realize it, but be very gentle. You don't need to be scrubbing and like dragging your face when you're cleansing it. You can just do it gently. As long as you're cleansing your face for about 60 seconds, using gentle motions is fine and you will cleanse your face. So the takeaway messages for cleansing are to use a slightly acidic cleanser and to be gentle with your skin. So next is toners, and the best toner I can recommend to you is the Klairs Unscented Supple Preparation Toner. That is a mouthful. I have tried a lot of different other toners. None of them can compare to this. None of them can beat this one. I always come back to this one. This toner has no fragrance, it has no essential oil, so it should be fine if you have sensitive skin. I do have quite sensitive skin and this has been fine. It is full of humectants, so it draws water into the skin and it just makes your skin look supple and plump. I just love it and would recommend it. So next is serums, and my favorite serum is the ordinary niacinamide serum. I would recommend this to everybody again. And just like toners, I've also used a lot of different serums, different niacinamide serums, vitamin C serums, retinols, like every single type, and my favorite one is the niacinamide by The Ordinary. There's many reasons for this. One is that it is just so cheap and effective. It is like £5 for a bottle. The bottle lasts for quite a while and it just does such a good job. Now, I really wanted to look into niacinamide for this video because it is thrown around everywhere and I've always wondered if there was much evidence behind it. And it turns out, as far as skincare and ingredient research goes, niacinamide has got probably the strongest body of evidence behind it compared to any other skincare ingredient. So research has found that niacinamide does several things. Research has found that niacinamide has got antioxidant capacity. That basically means that it can fight aging and also reduce the risk of skin cancer. Niacinamide has also been shown to increase skin barrier function through two methods. So the first one is by increasing ceramide synthesis, and the second one is by increasing keratinocyte differentiation. That basically means that it kind of thickens up the skin and just helps to retain more hydration. And finally, some evidence has found that niacinamide can help with hyperpigmentation. So when you use the niacinamide serum, you can be fairly confident that it's actually having benefits for your skin. The only downside with the ordinary niacinamide is that it does pill a little bit, especially if you use larger amounts of it. So just use a few drops over your face and it shouldn't pill too much. For me, when I use just the right amount on my skin, it doesn't pill at all. So I love the product. So next I'm going to be talking about moisturizing, and I have two recommendations for this. I kind of cheated, I just couldn't pick one. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Jung 2x Barrier Intensive Cream. And again, this is a product that I have been using for a long time, and I just always come back to it. It has got a very minimalistic ingredients list. It doesn't have anything fancy or extra or unnecessary. It's just going to hydrate your skin and provide a nice moisturizing layer. It's also very affordable, so again, just a great product. One thing that I like to do before I buy skincare is copy and paste the ingredients list into a website called CosDNA. This is not sponsored, and it shows you basically how potentially irritating the ingredients are and how overall safe a product is. You should not use this as your Bible, but it can give a good indication of the potential irritancy of a skincare product. So I wear this in the daytime because I think it just gives my skin a brighter, more dewy, softer finish. But at night time, when my skin feels more dry, I like to use a Cerave moisturizing cream. Now it says it's for dry to very dry skin. I would honestly just say you could use it for any skin type because it is such a basic product. When I say basic, I don't mean it in a bad way. It's actually a good thing. I think sometimes skincare can be over the top and have like a million ingredients, but the Cerave moisturizer, like the Jung moisturizer, are both very basic, simple moisturizers. But that's what I think a good moisturizer, and actually probably a good skincare product, should be. Just basic, to the point, does what it says, and doesn't have unnecessary fragrance and unnecessary irritants in there. That was a bit of a tangent, but yes, this moisturizer is a lot thicker than the Jung moisturizer. So if your skin is feeling dry, for example in winter, or when you're going to bed and you can afford to have a thicker layer of moisturizer on, I would use this. It does have some ceramides in there and hyaluronic acid, so it's really good for your skin barrier and just repairing it and keeping it healthy. I'm so excited to share this product. It is so good. I think this is my favorite product of 2019, and you need to try it. You need to try it. It is the EltaMD UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF. This product comes in different forms for different skin types, so look on the website for more information. But I like the one for acne because I have acne prone skin. It is so good. I cannot stress this enough. So I just wanted to briefly highlight the importance of sun cream. So basically what happens when our skin is exposed to UV light from the sun is like it causes formation of these things called reactive oxygen species. And basically these things are bad and they just damage our skin. They cause aging, they can cause skin cancer. So what sun creams do is they either sit on the surface of the skin and reflect the UV. Those types of sunscreens, which word am I using? Sun creams. Those types of sun creams reflect the UV from our skin and are called mineral sun creams. There are also chemical sun creams, and what those do is they absorb the UV, the chemicals in the sun cream, and they there's a chemical reaction and the UV is like dissipated, and again, no UV gets into the skin. And everyone should use one on their face and neck at least, because these are the most exposed areas of our body. The EltaMD sun cream has two main active ingredients, zinc oxide and octinosate. So the sun cream is actually both a mineral and a chemical sun cream. The zinc oxide makes up the mineral component and the octinosate makes up the chemical part of the sun cream. So some people prefer mineral sun creams, some people prefer chemical sun creams. Personally, I don't care too much. I just want the sun cream to apply nicely and to do its job as a sun cream. So when I started using this, I was so happy because it applies so nicely. It leaves such a nice finish. It kind of fills in the flaws in my skin and makes my skin look really smooth. Some people don't like using chemical sun creams because they are worried about what the chemicals might be doing, which is a fair worry to have. I did look into the evidence behind this because I wanted to get a more definite answer. And what I found is that the concerns are there because of these studies on mice. And in these studies, what the scientists did is that they would inject mice with these chemical components, sometimes octinosate, or they would feed them to the mice. And this did cause hormone disruption. The thing is, when you inject a mouse or feed a mouse chemicals at a much higher concentration than you would get through applying it to your skin, it's not surprising that you get endocrine effects. So at this stage, I'm not really convinced that octinosate, at least, is a bad ingredient to have in a sun cream. There is, however, some evidence that it might be damaging to coral reefs. So I'd say if you're going to go swimming in the ocean, probably don't wear the sun cream and don't wear a chemical sunscreen. Now all of that side stuff aside, this sun cream also has niacinamide, sodium hyaluronate and vitamin E. So we've already talked about niacinamide and how it is such a great ingredient. Sodium hyaluronate is a humectant which is going to draw in water, and vitamin E is an antioxidant. So this sun cream is just packed full of skin loving ingredients. I have no idea how it is not more popular. I just really recommend it. The last thing I'm going to talk about is oils, and my top recommendation is jojoba oil. I have been using acne.org's jojoba oil and it has lasted me for so long. I have used this for 6 months, maybe more, and only this much has gone. So I like to use this when my skin is feeling drier and more dehydrated. I use it in 2 ways, so I'll either put a couple drops in my moisturizer in the daytime just to give me an extra glow, or at night time I just put a couple drops on after my skincare routine and it just makes me feel a lot more hydrated and like my skin is protected. Now there is a little bit of evidence behind jojoba oil. It has been shown to be anti-inflammatory, so again, if you have acne, this is a good oil to be using. So those have been my top product recommendations and tips. I hope some of them have been useful and informative. I think it's important for me to say though that skincare is not a miracle cure, and I'm saying this from first-hand experience. It will not cure your acne, it will not cure your hyperpigmentation. It will help, but it is not a magic cure. In the past, for my acne, I have been on Accutane, I've been on several courses of antibiotics, topical treatments, because sometimes skincare just cannot control some people's skin. So whilst I do recommend all of these products and tips for all of you, I would say if you have a skin condition that is genuinely concerning you, please go to a doctor. If not, then take the recommendations and enjoy them. And thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.